I thought it wasn't that bad to end, especially with the, of course, 4 different endings that showed what happened afterwards. So, yeah, Mass Effect is probably one of my preferred games, but I haven't played it recently because I've played number 2 a lot, and number 3, disc 1, has a very, very big scratch on it, so I'll just have to borrow disc 1 of Mass Effect 3 off someone else until I can get mine resurfaced or something, I don't know. But my Xbox decided to chew it up for God knows what reason, and that really does suck, I will say, but also I'm a pretty big fan of the storyline of Deus Ex, Deus Ex Invisible War, and Deus Ex Human Revolution, because I found Human Revolution was really, really cool story once you could get into it. A difficult game to sit through, but once you knew what you were doing, it was much easier to play, really fun, and the storyline was really quite a good one. I mean, 2029, I believe the year is in it, and cybernetic augmentation is a normal thing. It's expensive, but it's doable. And from there, people who have lost arms or shit in accidents, wars, they can get their arms back, and they would be on this drug called neuropozyne for the rest of their lives, which is very expensive, highly addictive, and if you don't take it, your augmentations will be rejected by your brain because it's a foreign invading. It's just a foreign body that your mind can't recognize as anything, so your body literally rejects it. You follow Adam Jensen, who's been completely augmented for God knows why, except, oh yeah, he might have died if he didn't. They wanted him back on to track down what happened to everyone after the attack on his work, which is an augmentation company. I know this is not a very good explanation, but I've got 12 minutes 30 seconds to keep speaking, so I'm just giving you a very brief outline. Effectively, it's all about the Illuminati, and you are trying to track them down, stop them using augmentations to turn people crazy. That's all I'm going to say. It's a big spoiler. In fact, it's the spoiler of the game because dun dun dun, the Illuminati's behind everything, but nonetheless a fucking awesome game with a great replay value, I found. And it's got some really good parts. I can't really talk much more about games. I've only got 12 minutes left, so I guess I'll go on to my music. And last time I was talking about Under the Moonlight, which is probably my favourite song at this particular moment. I can't really say, but it's one that I get a lot of enjoyment out, regardless of how many times I listen to it. So I'm going to play you a snippet, and then I'm going to talk to you about it, I guess. I mean, that's the only way I can see doing it as a practical thing. I mean, you guys may not like it, but even though it's a Frank Sinatra croony ballad, it's a great song, so I'll leave it up to you guys to judge. And if I get you into El Creepo, well, thank Todd Smith for writing it. And here is Under the Moonlight by El Creepo. Now.
Take my hand and walk with me under moonlit skies, deserted streets, a starry night, a good day to be alive. Listen to the song my love's conducting just for you. Feel the soft breeze sway with me, my love, my love. We own this moment here tonight, dancing in the moonlight tonight, under the moonlight. Pull me close, don't let go. You're safe here in my arms. The war is over and here we are, so hopelessly in love.
And that was about a minute or so of El Creepo's new album and the song Under the Moonlight. A nice Frank Sinatra crooning ballad. I played it for you. I would like to hear some feedback from listeners and everything, but at this point I really know I've only got about 5. I'd like to expand that, so if anyone listens, link to some friends, link to some people who like podcasts. If you know me and you listen to it, do not link me to my own fucking podcast, because I will cut you, Jordan Davidson. And probably Jordan McCormack too, you dick. But if you have any friends who want to listen to some random fucking New Zealander tell people what he thinks of things, link him in. I want some more listeners, and I want some more people to expand their horizons with music and, well, movies too, but, you know, not one thing at a time. So that was one of Todd Smith's projects. I'm sure with a couple of my listeners, they know some of Todd Smith's work, but nonetheless, this guy can do anything. I mean, any form of music that he wanted. He could do fucking rap if he really wanted. And he'd probably find a way to make it good, actually. I don't know how good, but it'd be better than normal rap, so, you know, I gotta give him kudos on what he does, because this guy can croon like Frank Sinatra, he can do falsetto, he can death growl, he's got quite a dynamic vocal range, and the guy is an amazing songwriter. I mean, for the entire album of El Creepo Aloha, which is this song I played you on, it's got 2 guys working on it the whole time. And 2 guys wrote the music. Todd Smith, and hang on a second, I'll just find out who the other guy was for you. Be patient with me. I've got 7 minutes and 20 seconds left. I'm sure I can read this out before I run out of time. So Scott Radway is the other man who was working on it with Todd Smith. Scott Radway and Todd Smith created the second El Creepo album, which I highly recommend to anyone who's listening. If you don't like it, tough titties. I don't care if you don't, but you could at least give it a go. That's the idea. I just want to branch out some people's horizons if anyone new's listening. If you're not, well, fuck yous. But, you know, I'm going to stay here and keep doing this. And, well, that's really all I've got to say, but, you know, I may as well keep going for the next 6 minutes and 30 seconds because, well, it'll fill out the rest of the time, and I guess I could continue doing a track for you guys, boot up another one that might be not appropriate to end on, but hell, maybe you'll like it. How about some old school Polka Dot Cadaver? No? Yes? I'll call it yes. I'm gonna put on Brainwash to finish out the last 4 minutes. And then I'll leave it, no, maybe not. Oh, shit, I'll just put it on for 2 minutes. How about that? 2 minutes, and then that'll be it. And now I've got 5 minutes 40 seconds, so that gives me a good 3 minutes 40 seconds to talk to you guys. So, again, if anyone new, or if you think anyone wants to listen, just link them on. I've got time and other things to do, but I figure this is something for me to do to get some confidence up, and it's working. I'm feeling better about talking in front of people, and I don't know if it's reflecting, but I think this podcast has come easier to me, and I would like to keep on doing this regardless of how many listeners I get. But yeah, I think this has gone better, and who knows, maybe you know even a little bit more about me than you might otherwise, if you do know me already. There's not a lot left to say. I've got another 3 minutes and God, I'm choking already. Well, thanks for listening to ItSpeaks. I mean, when I started this, I did not expect anyone to listen. I hoped they would, but this was more of just an outlet for me, so again, thank you. Next podcast will be probably next week, Saturday. That is pretty much a guarantee, because I'm not doing a third one in 1 week. It's not going to work out, not unless I have a lot more to talk about every week, which means I would need to go out of my way to look stuff up that actually gives me a topic to talk about. I mean, I don't want to talk about my university work to you guys. That's not very interesting, not for non-programmers, or not for anyone who has any interest in, well, anything at all that's not English writing. I fucking hate it. It's terrible. But doesn't matter. Really, all it comes down to is I might have to do some researching from now on and actually find some topics for you, because I'm still not sure what I'm going to do this podcast about, but I think I might just bullshit about myself, about my life, my general day, get a couple of friends in on occasion and have them bullshit every now and again. Maybe I'll do a podcast or two with one guy and then one with someone else. It's just whoever really wants to come around and shoot the shit for no reason. I think it might be fun. If you disagree, well, tough tits. Because that's happening and you don't have to listen. So, I hope I've given you something. If I haven't, try again next week on Saturday. I promise to have it uploaded by about 11 p.m. next Saturday. That's the latest I will have it up, if not earlier. I've found something to talk about, and I've probably got a friend round to talk to as well. He might talk about his life and where he's going with his. Sound like a deal? I think it's a deal. Alright, I'm going to let you fade out to Brainwash by Polka Dot Cadaver off the album Purgatory Dance Party. Enjoy!
Your fragile eyes brainwash the weak, remaining silent, so to speak. Your dizzy head and weakened bones play funeral dirges in skeletons. Brainwash my head.